What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. I am the Anxious Self-Help Guru, and today we're going to be talking about peer pressure. What is peer pressure? Where does it come from? What is it caused by? And how can we overcome it? Let's jump straight into it. Many people going through adolescence, many young adults, college students even, struggle with this, where other people are doing something and somehow word gets around to somebody who's never tried that thing before, and suddenly they have to do it to appear cool or fit in or become quote-unquote part of the group. It's sort of like a really messed up coming of age ritual, and it shouldn't be that way. But what causes peer pressure? First thing that we're going to talk about is approval seeking or attention seeking behavior. Now, the two are actually very different, but approval seeking is when we will do anything to quote unquote please people. You've heard the term people pleaser. I'm always putting my own needs aside so I can do things for other people, and then at the end of the day I end up feeling worse. When peer pressure comes into play, somebody who seeks approval all the time and wants their friends' approval, which is understandable, maybe they will try this drug, this drink, whatever it is, because they don't want to seem not cool. They don't want to not fit in. And it's that fear, it's that avoiding not fitting in, which causes worse results than it would if you just said, I don't need their approval. Another cause that we're going to talk about is the fear of rejection. Now, this goes by many names. It can be shame, fear of rejection, fear of disconnection. You've heard it before. And these are survival instincts, guys. In this kind of situation, some people's survival instincts will kick in. Oh my God, if I don't do this, I'm not going to be part of the tribe anymore. And what's going to happen if I'm not part of the tribe? Well, I'm going to go out there and a woolly mammoth or something is going to eat me. That's your primitive brain talking to you. And if you listen to that, you're going to be in dire situations. More and more, the stakes are going to keep getting higher. It's not going to turn out good. This is survival versus thrival. We don't want to survive by doing whatever everybody else is doing. You've heard, and bear with me here, you've heard the phrase, if your friends were going to jump off a bridge, would you? And most kids are like, Mom, get off my back. I don't understand what you're talking about. Of course I wouldn't. But that's just another scale of things. Think about it like this. If your friends were going to try something that you in your heart don't agree with, would you do it? And a staggering amount of people are going to answer yes to that question. They may not say, yeah, I would do that, but when faced with the actual anxiety, they will. And the fear of rejection is something that you have to get over very early in life. It's actually a very good thing, peer pressure, because you come out of it realizing that people's opinions don't matter. Ultimately, it's you creating your reality, nobody else. And these are some of the causes that stem from insecurity. When people are offered drugs or alcohol, etc., whatever vice, somehow they think that it's going to make them better. Somehow they think that it's going to make them cool or make them fit in more. But by telling yourself that, you're already describing how you don't fit in. You're describing how you're not cool. Because the absence of you being cool is what leads you to do this. If you fit in, quote unquote, fit in the first place, why would you need to take drugs? Why would you need to do what everybody else is doing? It's affirming lack at its core. Because when you do these things, you're saying to yourself, I'm not enough internally, so I have to get this quick high just so I can feel like this, just so I can get to baseline. Because I can't soothe myself internally, I'm gonna soothe myself externally. But the problem with soothing yourself externally is that it never ends well for you and your family. Famous psychologist by the last name of Mate, he's French. He has a theory that addiction is merely a way to self-soothe. It's merely a way to cope with stress when you can't actually talk to yourself, bring your nerves down to a stable level. So you search for something outside yourself. But peer pressure is a little bit different because it's people that you trust or maybe you have a relationship with that are urging you to do something. In some situations, you may think that these people know what's best for you and that these people genuinely want what's best for you. I'm not saying that you need to be paranoid and trust no one. I'm saying that you need to be a great judge of character, the best, wonderful, because what you're gonna encounter are two types of people or two types of friends. The first type does not know what's best for you, caught up in the world of lies that drugs and alcohol offer. Oh, it's gonna make you feel good. Oh, it doesn't affect you. Oh, it's not gonna make you feel bad. And they're so caught up in this world that the only thing that they can think of is to drag other people down with them. And this time they might not even know that they're sucking the energy out of you. Then the second type of people that don't want the best for you. People are trying to impose their version of reality on you all the time. And it's not being mean to reject this version of reality. Actually, you're doing the world a favor by not giving into peer pressure, because you will reach your fullest potential and you will help the world with your consciousness, not any drugs or alcohol. And that contribution is going to be worth more than any of these external things. You are building a house. Every action that you take, you're building a house, and that house is your reality. And peer pressure is like a group of people coming into your house and saying, I don't like that wall. You know, I don't like this roof right here. So I'm gonna have a construction crew actually come to your house and demolish this. Are you okay with that? And in these peer pressure type situations, it can happen very suddenly. You can feel very anxious and scared, and that's normal. Take that fear and that anxiety as a good thing. Don't fight against it, because what it is telling you is that you're better than this. It's as simple as that. It's not being mean to say no. And when you feel nervous, take that as a sign that you actually need to say no. The people who use the most drugs and alcohol are the ones that pay no attention to how they're feeling. They pay attention to what the drug makes them feel, but not that inner child, heart, the inner knowing, whatever you want to call it, that says this isn't right. I know that you, now knowing this, if you didn't know this before, you have that voice. You have the knowledge and the courage to listen to that voice. And as silly as it may sound, you are gonna build your house. It's simply a choice. And if the situation's not right, there's no fighting, there's no arguing. It's a simple no, and you can walk away. Any situation like that where you're being offered advice and there's fear and anxiety and panic is not a situation that you deserve. You deserve much better. And it's completely fine to walk out of the party, walk out of the house, whatever it is. You have the option. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to your heart and walk out. Not everybody that you lose is gonna be a loss. Not every situation that you walk out of is gonna be a situation that you regret. It's gonna be something that you cherish. I stood up for myself. I maintain my values. In a world where so much is changing all the time, in a world where there's conflict, turmoil every single day, the only thing that you have left in this life is your values. I know you know that, and you're gonna stand up for them. Don't let peer pressure get you down. And with that, I conclude this video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for liking. I love you guys. See you in the next one.